So some guy gave me that at a party. He let me in and then gave me that board. It's worth about $400 or $500, and it's the nicest board I ever skated, and it's super bomb. And since this is going to be such a negative brand, and since I didn't try to start some confessional YouTube's channel, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'll give it a shot. I'm a little worried that in the modern world, even though I spent years and years building what I want to be an amazing comedy brand that deals with really socially relevant issues in a conscious way, that no one's going to get comedy and everyone's going to think I'm a hater because people are dumb shits. Our president's insane. He's a racist. He said crazy shit about people protesting football, about how the sons of bitches should lose their jobs. He doesn't get that these people are courageous and standing up for other people of the same race as them that are getting shot in the streets while he makes it worse. He went to Puerto Rico. He said crazy shit about them throwing off the budget, and about how the one lady who I believe is the governor of San Juan said nasty shit when she said, "Could you please help us not die, Mr. President?" And he went there, threw out paper towels, and said crazy shit about you ruining our budget, and then left. And on NPR, the place where they almost never editorialize, they said, gee, he went there to comfort those people. Do you think they feel comforted now? Then he went to that mass shooting in Las Vegas and was comforting because, for lack of a better word, those are white people, and are his people, and are people he gives a shit about. But what he does over and over again with people he doesn't identify with is he blames the victim. Women, minorities, poor people, Puerto Rico. I mean, he's saying, you people want everything done for you. Those damn lazy Puerto Ricans, do you have any idea how insane that is? He's a racist and everyone's going, duh, it's not nice to judge, because they're tribalists and he's one of their tribe. I was in a crazy Christian church where they had child molesters amongst them. They didn't do shit because it's one of theirs. And it's just, this is a nutso reality we live in, you know? So I'm going around and I'm saying shit like, I saw a guy trying to write on a wall with his finger. Some homeless guy. And I'm like, that is the worst graffiti artist ever. And then I looked up and I saw this sign that said self-storage. And I thought, you know, I think I just wrote my first and only homeless joke. I've been homeless off and on since 1986 due to this horrible illness that's bleeding on my face still to this day. And you know what? In America, we got a sign on every corner that says self-storage, and yet there is nowhere to store yourself. Ba-da-boom. Or not funny. And then I looked over and saw a strip joint and started doing, you know, my friend Adam's mother. Oh, darling, no, not with the stripping, darling. Please, don't strip. It's not, no, it's not wonderful. You're too wonderful for that, darling. I loved Adele. She was wonderful. She thought I was awesome. She was neat. I loved her husband, Lou, too. These dipshits that left these benches here were frat boy assholes who either wanted to beat me up or fuck me. And I'm not a homophobe, but I called them a bunch of macho faggots. Because that's what they were. They were a bunch of macho faggots who either wanted to beat me up or fuck me, and were horrible to me. Systemically horrible. There's some people in my extended family who shall remain nameless, who think that I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. They think that I'm a fundamentalist Christian and a homophobe. Well, I was assaulted as a kid by boys who were raped by a priest, and they're beating up their younger brother and raping him for being a fag. And I said, don't beat him up. And my earliest memory was of my dad sitting there looking like it was the 50s because it was 65 and everything was in black and white, and his hair all slicked back. He's reading the paper and was ignoring me when I said I almost got my ass beat because I ran home because I was protecting a kid that got beaten up by his older brothers for what I just said. And so you're not supposed to know that at 3, but I'm not a homophobe. But when I call these guys macho faggots, that's because they're macho faggots wanted to beat me up or fuck me, one or the other, and they didn't care, and they were just frat boy dicks to me. And I just didn't know that in the modern era you could have that combination of fucked upness. So it's just like, this illness ruined my life. I never got to have a girlfriend. I never got to figure out who in the fuck I am or what the fuck I am. But once you're like that, you're like, well, I don't want to do that for stupid reasons. It's a sin if it's not like something you really want to do for really good reasons, like you love somebody. Excuse me for only wanting to go there under Brokeback Mountain circumstances, but it's just, this thing stole my life and no one ever heard a word I said. And we live in a country where I'm not a hater. I want to do good things with comedy. I want my life to count for something. I'm starting it at 55 years old because this thing stole my life. And in the meantime, no one heard a word I said and thinks I'm a hater because we have the emotional intelligence of a pet rock. PC is bullshit. Legalism is bullshit. Fundamentalists are bullshit. Those people are such bullshit. They're tribalists and imbeciles. They're judgmental imbeciles. You're supposed to judge when people are sinners, but they don't know what sin is. It has mostly to do with money and murder and very little to do with consensual acts between adults. They would sit there after church and go, oh, we're having our ice cream. Isn't our ice cream good? And all these fat, stupid, insidious hoes would sit there and go, do you want to come to my house and be my wannabe husband and I'm gonna eat ice cream? And it was like, you know, gluttony is a sin in the Old Testament, and why are you being all self-righteous about people for doing the wrong thing with their genitals and for abortion and all this shit that really shouldn't be any of your damn business? You're being all self-righteous about this and that, but you're a bunch of fat-ass hoes eating a bunch of ice cream, and just maybe we should have an orgy to liven this bitch up because this ice cream party sucks and you're all self-righteous about it. I've concluded that spirituality is real, God's real, but religion is evil, it's of the devil, and it makes you more self-righteous and a hater, and you don't know it because you think you're of the Lord. Everything I experienced in Judaism, Christianity, and the New Age movement was a bunch of bullshit. God's real, God's love, and that's where I'll start over, because you got to start over. I had an epiphany one day where I was like, well, if I have a God who's a hater, I got to get rid of him and get a God who's love, because that's truth, and other than that, this is bullshit. I live in a stupid country. I'm not a hater. I want to do good things with this comedy. I'm worried no one will get it. We good? I got more later for the tag piece for the YouTube's channel. We're all going down the YouTubes. Okay, laters.